Hey, hey, happy Wednesday. It is Ashley Tullis and Amber Pierce with season 4, episode 13 of the weekly drip. Miss Amber, how the heck are you?
I'm good. I'm
Or should I
good.
say Mrs. Swift?
What?
Are you a Swiftie?
I was actually thinking about that, and I don't know if I would be considered necessarily a Swiftie. I have not heard of the latest album. However, I would not call myself a non-Swiftie, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. I couldn't claim to be a Swiftie, but I'm not. It's not because I don't like Taylor Swift. It's just a whole other like echelon of the enthusiasm.
I don't have that kind of time to to designate to finding all of the Easter eggs in the songs that need the different things. I don't have that. I don't have that.
You know, I feel
I'm
like
a fan.
I feel like you and I run with a crew of really powerful women that go through the buffet of life and overload their plate. And then they're like, come on, bring on some more. And this is going somewhere, bear with me. And when I think of women like that, what comes to mind is our dear friend, Dr. Michelle Wendt, who is definitely a Swiftie. And I'm like, how? How does she do all the things and have that hobby? I'm gonna have to
I
ask her. I
yeah.
gotta know.
I do happen to know that she very much invests in herself
Mhm.
so that she is able to be the powerhouse that she is, but she is not afraid to spend time or money on investing in herself, growing her knowledge, growing her expertise, growing all of the things to be able to be all of the things that she is. Oh my gosh, I love her. You're the
Yes,
best, Michelle.
yes, she is the best. I mean, she's absolutely an inspiration for me to do
Mm-hmm.
those very same things. We don't do that necessarily at the same level, but if you guys need a business bestie to follow, Dr. Michelle Wendt's the one for sure.
She is the
And
woe man.
in fact, y'all got to
Whoa.
hang out last night, if I recall.
Yes.
What were you
Yeah.
doing? Where were you? I think that's super important too.
So there is a little group here in Dripping Springs called the Mamas, Margaritas, and Meetups group, a local group for local mamas. And we have all different kinds of meetups and stuff. From that, a little networking group called Empower was born, which is on the list for top 3 best of Dripping Springs. And we had our monthly get together last night, which was just a room full of powerhouse women, led by none other than Dr. Michelle Wendt.
Yes, 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 yes. So I bring it up. We roll like pretty deep. You're saying little, but the one page I think is 4,000 members.
Yeah,
And then Empower is your women in business offshoot of that. So anybody watching, very inclusive, all are welcome. They will get to know you and love you by name. And if you need a hype squad in Dripping Springs, that's not just me. This is your clan for sure. I was unable to make last night's meeting, but I noticed the location. How was it? Where was it?
So wonderful. So it's official, y'all. The Last Chance Dance Hall has been completely remodeled, repainted, rebeautified into the Rosehaven Bakery and Events venue. And it looks incredible. I actually was lucky enough to be there for 2 different networking events yesterday because that's what I do. I am out and about. So if you don't know where to go, hit me up. I can point you in the right direction. So they had their Pomtacular for the special needs kiddos on Saturday. And then yesterday they had 2 networking groups in there. And also this weekend, they've got some things going on too. This weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they are part of the Dripping Springs Taste Trail. So they have goodies for that. But Saturday, they are doing a I'm gonna consult my notes. Saturday, they are doing an artisan market, and there's going to be a bunch of people there for that, as well as they're going to have their different treats and pastries and gifts for mom. And then Sunday, Mercedes Morgan Photography is going to be doing a Mother's Day portrait mini session. So there are still spots available for that. We will have that linked here shortly. And you can secure your spot for a Mother's Day mini photo shoot with a hand-painted background too, which is gorgeous.
Oh, that's cool.
But the space is so beautiful. If you were in there before to see it as Last Chance Dance Hall, like you would not even recognize it. It looks so incredible.
It was appropriately named as Last Chance. It's got a new life now.
It has a new life now. And there's some antique rose garden that she installed outside that there's still little baby plants. They've just been planted. But she was saying by next year, they're going to be just completely climbed up the wall. And I mean, it already looks incredible in there. I can only imagine what it's going to look like once those roses are in full bloom.
I love it. I want to back up because you touched on the Dripping with Taste trail. So the trail is super different this year. There's a new app and it's been totally gamified. So it's not just breweries, wineries, distilleries anymore. It is different event venues. It's restaurants, like all kinds of people or businesses are participating. There's a founding 50. And as you go through and you play the game and you rack up points, there is like actual prizes on the line that you can win, like an inclusive weekend in downtown Dripping Springs and an Airbnb that sleeps 10 and rickshaw rides taking you to different places on the trail. I mean, there's like some really good prizes in there. So download the app for sure. You can pay $60 for the whole season. The trail kicked off Founders Day weekend and it wraps up at Songwriters Fest. So it's about a 6-month run. And you'll want to pay special attention on the weekends because those point levels like fluctuate. So you can pop it open and it's like, oh, today Dripping Springs Distilling is giving you an extra 60 points from this time to this time. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about it. It was, I want to say Pam Owens' last hurrah, but that probably isn't true. So I shouldn't speak for her. But as she exited out into retirement, she got this whole system in place for us to enjoy. And I'm just really looking forward to it and excited about it.
Yes, there was so much work put into that. I can only imagine the background work, but what we can see on this side looks so wonderful. I'm super excited to have those additions into it too, for it to grow the way it has.
Yeah, definitely. I love to enjoy our breweries, wineries, and distilleries, but by gosh, I like to eat a heck of a lot more. So I'm pretty pumped about that component. And I know I went back. So on the theme of networking, tomorrow is another groups get together. The Dripping Springs Women's Entrepreneurs May Lunch is happening tomorrow at Treaty Oak. And if you just put in Dripping Springs Women's Entrepreneurs,
it should
that event will pop right up. And again, another group of gals that are super inclusive and welcoming as well. While we're here celebrating all things women, I'm going to change gears completely. The dad.
Why? What's happening this weekend?
Nothing. Well, I mean, lots of things. That's not what I want to talk about. It's what happened last weekend. So the bond for our schools all passed, which is really, really exciting. I was worried about it not passing, and I'm still worried because, you know, I'm a mom and I've got a school-age child, so that's what we do. We just worry about our kids all the time. So I'm just really excited for that, and that's something to celebrate. Woohoo! Woo! Okay, you can talk about what's going on this weekend.
So I know I already talked about this, but until I actually make it to see what this is like, and then I might still have to talk about it one more time. Saturday is Doom Metal Yoga, Goat Yoga at Jester King. Really, do you want to go with me? Let's go to Doom Metal Yoga. Do metal goat yoga.
Yeah.
Do you yoga?
No.
I
But
don't
I do
yoga
metal.
well.
And
Not
I
in
used to raise
public.
goats. Yeah. Like I like metal. I did raise goats at one time in my life. So, and I think I'm pretty bendy.
I'm working on that. Yeah. So apparently, I don't know if everyone else knows this, but as you age, you lose the bendiness unless you do it all of the time. So I thought I was very bendy, and then I found out I am not as bendy as I thought that I was.
Can you touch your toes?
I can again now, but when I first started like doing flexibility training again, I could not. My feet were extreme. I don't know if my legs grew or my arm shrank, but it wasn't working. We were not connecting.
That's too funny. Yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
That's a very real thing. That's a very real thing. And I'm not even that old, y'all.
I don't think we should announce our ages here.
No, I'm not going to. That was it. That end of discussion.
And next topic.
Next topic. Have you heard of the Dripping Springs Skate Park initiative?
I have. I want to say it was in the fall. The county commissioners court approved grant endowment funds. They allocated funds of, it wasn't quite like $700,000, but it was like right around that number for it. So the project, from what I understand, is set to break ground at the back of Founders Park. So like you pass up the swimming pool and like keep going. So I think it's going to be back there. But that was October. That's been some time. But it sounds like they have something going on, or you wouldn't bring it up.
So I did see that, yes, they are still accepting donations. I couldn't find where it said how much they are still in need of, or what the goal is, or where we're
unlimited
at right
money.
now.
They need unlimited money.
Forever. I did see that they were allotted. I'm not sure the proper
beneficiaries of
1.5 acres of land to go towards this skate park. And the initiative is to bring a free regional skate park to Dripping Springs residents and neighboring areas. Did you ever skate as a kid? Is there a story here?
No, I did not skate as a kid. I tried roller skating, and I definitely had some roller blades, but I learned at that age, I think I was like my son's age, like 11 or 12, with that first pair of roller blades. I walk on the inside of my right foot. So I like very quickly wore the wheels like this as I rode it. So I'm chuckling about it because I was like, yeah, that was short-lived. I also grew up on a dirt road in the country. And so I trained on the wood floors in my parents' house, but I knew I'd get in big trouble if I got caught doing that. So I'd start at the front door and I would like go as fast as I could, and I would just like slam into the fridge or vice versa. That's the extent of my skating. But I do think it's really interesting and super cool. Does that count?
Absolutely. I mean, my thought is anything that we can do to get our kids outside, get them exercising, getting them away from screens, like actually conversating and being with other human beings face to face, or skate to skate, or whatever. I think that's also
or
so
like
good.
razor scooter to razor scooter. Those are cool.
Or rollerblade to skates. I don't know. Any of the things. So I can totally support that. They are accepting donations still, and it looks like there's some kind of event every Thursday from 5 to 7:30 at the Dripping Springs Ranch Park.
Yes, because right when you go through all the doors where the bays are, there's that huge slab of concrete. And in the summer, I believe they have
they set up ramps and stuff.
Yeah, and they teach kids how to skateboard as well, like all ages. And I'm trying to remember when that kicks off. We'll report back. I'll report back on that. Yeah.
We'll learn more.
Hey, I hear you're up for a Best of Dripping Springs award.
We are. Our company, Coit Cleaning and Restoration, we have now been in business in the area for 4.5 years. Out of those 4.5 years, we have won Best of Dripping Springs 3 of those, and we are in the running for this 4th year. So exciting to just to have our community recognize how hard we have worked to build this company and to support our friends and our neighbors. And we are in the running this year for Best Carpet Cleaner and Best Damage and Restoration Company. And I hear you are also in the running for something.
Yeah, I'm not in multiple categories like a lot of my business besties. It's pretty amazing the talent that I get to know. So I'm in the running for Best Real Estate Agent. I sure hope I win it. I've not ever been on the list before. So humbled, honored, just to be nominated. Sure, I would love the banner. I'll hang it right here, proudly, should I get to take one of those home or to my office. That would be amazing. But yeah, that's true. And Best of voting wraps up, I think, on the 12th, which is in just 2 days. So maybe we'll know something next week. I don't know how this works. I'm a newbie. You've been through this a million times.
In my experience, you don't know right away. It's you wait and eventually you find out. So yes, if you have not voted for Dripping Springs Best yet, there are some incredible businesses on the list. Please vote for your favorite. Would not be sad if you voted for either of us. We love y'all. We support y'all. We're happy to help in any way that we can. But yes, I don't think either of us would be sad if we won. No. Just saying.
Definitely not. Our favorite viewers in the comments, Martin, he's also on the lineup.
He's in for more than one thing, though. I don't remember what all he's in.
I'm not surprised. Like everybody I know, it's like, oh yeah, I'm in like 10 categories. Like what? That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we know some incredible Dripping Springs citizens.
Yes, we do. We absolutely do. And I apologize, Martin. I keep wanting to say hometown hero because he is a past recipient of hometown hero for the chamber. So it escapes me and I'm not looking at the list. And so I apologize. But just when you see his name,
citizen. I can't remember what it is exactly either.
The best citizen.
The best citizen. Best citizen all around.
We're going to make him a certificate and he gets best citizen from Weekly Drip.
Yes.
It is done.
Yes. And we'll both sign off on it.
Amazing. It'll be like in elementary, whenever you get the awards at the end of the year and like the principal and the vice principal both sign.
Then you know it's serious.
Yes. I love it. I love it. We're running out of time though, because we always have so much fun together. There's other stuff going on that I want to hit on.
Yes.
I'm gonna just power roll through my list and then you do yours and we'll make sure we cover all of our bases. Perfect. All of this stuff, guys, of course, is going to be posted and linked on the blog. So you can use that as your resource guide. And before I fly into the rest of the list, huge thank you to Sweet Amber for covering for me while I was out of town last week and couldn't get online to join her. So she was brave and she was bold, and I so appreciate it. This weekend is the Festival of Flight with the City and Wild Birds Unlimited. That is happening Saturday from 7:30 to noon. Where? Ranch Park? Ranch Park. Got it. Jimmy Vaughn is playing at Mercer Dance Hall on Saturday night from 8 to 11. He's a local legend to behold if you haven't seen him. And there are not one, but 2 dog adoption events, one at Beerberg and Ghost Note on Saturday. So if you've had a hankering for a new puppy and your wife doesn't love the idea, just get her a little Mother's Day puppy from the kids. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
You're going to get somebody in trouble.
Maybe.
But it comes with a cute puppy.
Yeah. Our email is complaints@weeklydrip.net.
Goes into the round bin.
Yes. Also known as the trash.
So yeah, puppies. The other ones that I have is Friday and Saturday. Suds Monkey is doing a Mother's Day succulent DIY bar. So you can go, it includes your container, it includes your perlite, your plant, and whatever else I think that may be required to be able to put together a succulent for Mother's Day, and that's $30, and it's both Friday and Saturday. I'm not positive if you have to sign up for a time for that or if it's just you sign up for either Friday or Saturday. And then the last one is I noticed driving by that it looks like Panda Express is officially opened. They have like things out in like a giant inflatable. It was the giant inflatable panda bear that honestly caught my attention.
So I should have started letting everybody know that I did, in fact, rub elbows from across the parking lot with a billionaire today. Ooh. Not only did Panda Express open, but the owner came to Dripping Springs for the grand opening, like of all of them. She started it in 1983. So right around the time I was born, and built it into a multi-billion-dollar life, which was super interesting that somebody flew from out of the country just to come to a grand opening of a place here in Dripping Springs. So they opened at 9:30 this morning. I saw a huge line of people when I went to the ribbon cutting, and I needed to know some things. How long had you been there? Because the first 88 customers got something for free. I also wanted to know what that something for free was. So there was a group of high school kids. They told me 6 p.m. Somebody else told me 7 p.m. yesterday. All I know was it started yesterday. They had a tent on site and floor mats, but they mostly powered through. And their big prize for the first winner was T-shirt, some pins, and a $30 gift card.
Well, to be young again.
I know. And they were pumped to be there. I mean, that's so awesome, much energy. I don't know. I said, have y'all had coffee? And they said, no, they offered us coffee, but we haven't had any coffee. So they don't know about that magic yet, which is probably for the best. Their brains are still developing.
Let them finish growing first.
I'm sorry I ran over with that.
No, it's all good. I think I got through everything on my list. Did you get through everything on your list?
And then some.
I never know which side you're on. Oh, goodness. I hope that y'all love us as much as we love doing this show for y'all. Well, that was our show. This is season 4, episode 13 of your weekly drip with Amber Pierce and Ashley Tullis. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.